4 could not be here because they had a family thing. So that's where they are. But anyway, we're all here. I'm glad to see all of you parents here and all of our helpers. Thank you. Glad the pastor made it tonight. Barely. But he did. He pushed on through. So we're going to start off with what? Our songs. Y'all ready? Oh, no. Preacher's got to pray. Okay. Well, we'll move on. Y'all ready for your songs? Stand up. Stand up. Y'all want to come up here so you can show your parents what you've been learning all week? Come on up here. Turn around. Show them what you've been learning all week. Stand up. Ryan, you can go up there if you want to. You can.
For some reason, it's not wanting to play.
Going where the sun shines bright. We are not afraid of what we leave behind. No looking back. There's no slowing us down. It's a place where we can get away. Learn to trust God and take a leap of faith. No looking back. There's no slowing us down. Come alive. God, you go with us, you lead the way. You share your wisdom, you give peace along the way. You spark joy, so we shine bright. Through it all we learn to trust a campfire light. God, you go with us, you lead the way. You share your wisdom, you give peace along the way. You spark joy, so we shine bright. Through it all we learn to trust a campfire light. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is everybody ready? Yeah, I think I'm ready. I said, is everybody ready? Yeah, I think I'm ready. Gonna light it up like a ladybug. Gonna shine bright like a firefly. A city on a hill for the world to see. So where you going? I know where I'll be. Gonna light it up like a ladybug. Gonna shine bright like a firefly. A city on a hill for the world to see. So where you going? I know where I'll be. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up, light it up. Light it up, light it up, light it up. C-A-M-P, fire L-I-G-H-T. C-A-M-P, fire L-I-G-H-T. C-A-M-P, fire L-I-G-H-T.
Great, y'all. Y'all like that? So much. Well, guess what day it is? Friday, but it's our last day of VBS for this year. But, Lord willing, we'll be back next year. Have y'all had a good time?
What is next?
Yeah. Had a good time? Well, we have our Bible story today. What else? We're going to have a great time today. Who remembers what our very first lesson was about on Monday? Michaela? Jacob.
Jacob.
Oh, there you go. Jacob. And what did Jacob do? What was the story about Jacob? Riley? He tried to build he tried to build a ladder to heaven. Did he make it?
No.
No. Did he make it to heaven with the ladder? No. Did he make it to heaven, Mia?
No.
No, he
No.
did. That's right. He did not. Because did he make it to heaven?
No. Heaven was right there with him.
You can't build anything to heaven, remember? And we can't work our way to heaven. Getting to heaven requires salvation, which is getting saved, which is free from Jesus. All we have to do is ask him. I don't know whose that is. Thank you so much. So what was Tuesday night's lesson? All right, let's see which side paid most attention. Let's see here. What was Tuesday night's lesson? Ava? Wow. Ruth, that's right. Ruth. And who else? And you, that's right. Say me. Who else, Mia?
Isaiah.
And who else? My girl's up here now.
Naomi.
That's right. And she was Ruth's mother-in-law. And what did they do? What did they do?
They did.
Put your mouth on it.
They did something. They went to Bethlehem.
They went back to Bethlehem because Naomi had sinned and went to Judah and married someone she wasn't supposed to marry. And what happened from sin? Anybody remember? Do you remember? Do you really remember? I'm old. Don't make me walk over there. You really remember? Okay. You do remember? So what did they do? They died. Who died? You're right. It was the husband, Naomi's husband, and Naomi's two sons. They died. So who did that leave alive? Lily, do you remember? And there was one more, the other daughter-in-law, but she didn't go with them. Yes, mother-in-law, that's right. She did not go with them. She chose to go her own way instead of going the right way. And what happens when we go the wrong way?
We never get it right.
That's right. That means we do get lost and we're not trusting in God, are we? We go the wrong way, if we go our own way, and that way is not God's way, we're not trusting in Him for what is right for our lives. And that's what happened to Naomi. She went to Judah, and she shouldn't have. So then after she realized she was wrong, she wanted to go back to Bethlehem and make it right. And that's what they did, remember? Y'all remember that? So what was Wednesday's lesson?
It was about Isaiah and Jacob.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And we are all who are descendants of Jesus, and we are the descendants of them. And so what did Jesus do in that story? Do y'all remember? Anybody else? Anybody else remember? Laura, do you remember? I'll be right back to you, Riley. That's the first night. That was Jacob. Yeah. Anybody else remember?
He got lost, but his parents thought he was a lost, but he was just
He was in the temple. So remember we talked about, has your parents ever left you anywhere? Accidentally or intentionally left you somewhere? Tried to leave you somewhere? And we talked about that. And Mary and Joseph, Jesus' earthly parents, did not know they left him. And how many days was he gone before they realized? Riley? Week? 5 days? 3 days. And so he was about whose business? Was he about, let's see here, was he about Joseph's business? Was he about Riley's business?
No.
Was he about Mia's business?
No.
Was he about the devil's business?
No.
Was he about his neighbor's business?
No.
Whose business was he about?
His own business.
He was about, that's right, Pastor. He was about his father's business. See, he was listening and being taught, and he was teaching. He was about his father's business. And so, remember, if all of us are about our father's business, then whose business are we not in? Anybody remember?
Ourselves.
If you're minding your own business, being about your father's business, then you don't have time to be in anybody else's business. Is that right? You keep your nose where? On your own face. Is your nose on Mia's face?
No.
No. Is your nose on Ava's face?
No.
No. Chance, is your nose on Zay's face? No, it is not. You keep your nose on your own face, and if you do that, you'll be about your Father's business, working for Him, winning others to the Lord, and then you trust in Him. So let's say our Bible verse, Psalms 56:3.
When I'm afraid, I trust in you.
Very good. I'm proud of y'all. That is excellent. That is excellent. So tonight's lesson is the good news. So Jesus, we talked last night, what did we talk about? About Jesus in the storms? Jesus in the storm? That's right. We talked about if we're in a storm, we can either be in a storm, in the valley, or over the mountain, or what? Anywhere. But we can trust Jesus when we're afraid, right? So when a storm comes up and your lights go out, you don't have to get under the bed. You can just trust in Jesus, because He's going to turn that power back on, and if He doesn't, He's still going to protect you.
Wait,
right?
why would you go under the bed?
Well, some people go under the bed if they're scared.
Because that's not making even darker.
Well, the dog goes under the bed. The dog goes under the bed.
I go into the bed, and I think there is.
Yep. Well, let's talk about this, Caleb. So the good news sparks joy. Who is the good news? Anybody know? Jesus. Jesus is the good news. Jesus continued His ministry through Galilee. Remember Galilee? Can y'all say Galilee? Galilee, yeah. And the surrounding area. He would continue it into Jerusalem. Can you say Jerusalem?
Jerusalem.
Say Galilee. Say Jerusalem. Jerusalem, Galilee. Say it really fast. Now say it backwards. Right? Okay. So, some of these powerful people had Jesus humiliated. Does anybody know what that is? Yeah, like embarrassed, like feeling really, really bad. That's right. And then, some of these powerful people had Jesus humiliated and then killed. But on the third day following Jesus' death, what happened? We all should know this. We learned it in children's church.
He rose
Ava.
up from the grave.
Yes, he did. That's exactly right. Pay attention in children's church. I'm proud of you.
I was going to say that.
And I'm proud of you too. I think we probably knew this if we were listening at all in any children's church. And so Acts 8 tells us about one such incident of a follower of Jesus sharing the good news. What is the good news? Does anybody know? Kayla? Yes. But it is also the gospel. And what is the gospel? The Bible, about Jesus, that's the good news. That's the good news. So that's what that is. One of the few travelers on the road happened to be an Ethiopian. Can you say Ethiopian?
Ethiopian.
That was great. That was really good. He was to be an Ethiopian man who oversaw the entire treasury of the Ethiopian queen. Despite being a Gentile, the man was interested in Israel's God and had been in Jerusalem to worship at the temple. Now, Philip heard the man reading scripture and knew this must be the appointment he had been given from God. He ran to the Ethiopian man's carriage and asked how much he knew about the text he was reading. The passage was about a person who faced suffering and humiliation. Has anyone in here ever suffered? Any adults in here ever suffered?
Yeah.
Ever had any humiliation? Yeah, that's right. I think we all have. We all have had that. A characterization that mirrored the Ethiopian man's own experience, being denied the ability to fully worship in the temple in Jerusalem. All right, everybody. What if we couldn't come to church and worship the Lord? What if we couldn't worship Him in our home or in our cars or on our jobs? What if we couldn't worship the Lord? What if our country said, no, you can't read your Bible. All Bibles are banned. What if that happened?
That would be bad.
Yes, that would be bad. It sure would. So we would have to trust in God, right? To know that He was going to take care of us and to work that all out for us. And if we memorize our Bible verses,
Yep.
yeah, if we memorize our Bible verses, we can trust God to help bring that to our remembrance. And our Bible can be in our minds and our Bible can be in our hearts. We have to always trust God. We trust God when things are bad. We trust God when things are good. Because God is still God all the time, no matter what's going on in our lives. Michaela, have you ever been sad? Have you ever been upset and worried about something? Yeah. Have you, Emma? Have you, JoJo? You have? Yep. Have you, Miss Lisa?
Yep.
Yep. Miss Martha? Yep. Ava? You ever been upset about something? Holly? Did you trust God? It seems like sometimes He's not going to work it out for us, does it?
Yeah, I've been afraid of one time. Me and my sister got locked out of our car.
Okay. Haley, have you ever been sad about anything?
I've been sad that Precious killed my lizard.
Yep. It was a good lizard. She was sad. Laura, have you ever been sad about anything? Well, I want y'all all to know that every night this week we've talked about trusting God. And we're not going to keep that just for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for Bible school. We're going to keep that with our grades. We keep that with our parents. We keep that if somebody's sick. Miss Regina had to trust God that she was going to get her surgery done and everything was going to be all right with her arm. And she knew she was going to have a journey. She's not used to not driving. She's not used to not doing anything. I'm surprised she stayed at home this long, because she's on the move all the time. But she had to trust God that He was going to bring her through that surgery, and it was going to be the best thing for her in the long run. And so that's what we have to do when we're facing something. Has anybody ever worried about a test at school?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Exams or anything. I know Holly has exams, Emma has exams, Christopher probably does, and they put a lot on you. But when you've done all you can do throughout the whole entire year, that's all you can do. If you do your best, that's all you can do, and you trust God to help you do the rest. So we're gonna stand up. Wait, does anybody have any questions about the lesson?
What is it about?
What is what about?
The lesson.
Trusting God. Where have you been? Where have you been?
I've been doing backflips.
Well, all right. Good for you. I'm proud of you. Getting better and better at that. Are you trusting God to help you with your gymnastics?
Yes, and I've been doing cartwheels, and I did a cartwheel when I went to pick this dress upstairs. I did a cartwheel up there.
Well, that is great. I'm so proud of you. Anybody else have anything about the lesson? Trusting God. Anybody? Okay, well, we're going to trust God like everybody that we've talked about this week has done. And when we come back to church on Sunday, let's see if you trusted God from Friday to Sunday, okay?
Miss Lisa.
See that? All right, well, let's
Miss
get up.
Lisa.
We're going to come to the altar.
Laura's got a question, I think.
Laura? I'm sorry. About the lesson?
God that we know of that will save us.
Yes. How do you know He's going to save you?
Because God is the best.
God is. That's right, He does. And His Word tells us that He will save you if you call upon His name and ask Him. So we're all going to come down here to the altar tonight. All little children to the altar tonight, please. Are you wanting to know who it is and what they're doing here? All right. Well, if the pastor will cut the lights back there at the back for us, please, or at least some of them. All right. Be really quiet. Y'all want to come right here? Y'all good? Y'all want to come right here? Everybody want to come right here? I think you're going to be really surprised. Kaylee, come on. Chance, you want to come? Zay, you want to come? See who's coming to visit us tonight.
This is the big show. No more dog walking or house sitting plants. This is the real thing. You are brave. You are outdoorsy. You are. I need to speak up.
Yeah, we can.
Mia. Am I on? Down. Okay, Sam, you can do this. This is the big show. No more dog walking or house sitting plants. This is the real thing. You are brave. You are outdoorsy. You are not ready. Sorry for that. It's just that they didn't tell me there would be so many of you. Let's try this again. Hello, I am Counselor Sam. And I will be your... Can you turn it off?
Yep.
I will be your counselor this week at Camp Firelight, where we will have summer camp adventures with God. Oops, as you can probably tell, this is my first time as an official summer camp counselor. I am very nervited. Have you heard that word before? No. I made it up, actually. Have you ever dreamed about doing something, and then when you finally got to do it, you felt nervous and excited at the same time? I call that being nervited. I have always dreamt of being a counselor, working with the campers like you. The camp director told me that someone named Lou would be helping me get started. Have you seen anyone named Lou around here?
No.
None of y'all were named Lou?
No.
None of y'all named Lou?
No.
It says here to start off with some music from our camp musicians. Why don't you do that while I gather my notes? Wow, they're really good. They didn't seem nervous at all. How do you all do it? Anyway, I am still waiting for my helper. From what I hear, Lou is very bright and knows the woods around this camp very well. Lou, where are you? Are you Lou? You're Lou, but you're a...
Sight for sore eyes, a breath of fresh air, a surprise.
Why, yes, all of the above. If you don't mind me asking, what are you? What are you? Are you a firefly or a lightning bug? Is there a difference? Am I being rude for asking? Am I asking too many questions? I'm so sorry.
Not very. I can tell this is your first day. Let's start with your name.
Yes, sorry. My name is Counselor Sam.
Welcome to Camp Firelight, Counselor Sam. We're glad to have you here. I've worked with many counselors over the years, and I'm happy to help you get started. To answer your question, I am both a lightning bug and a firefly. We have different names depending on where you live. No matter what you call us, we are beetles, and we are always delightful.
Ha ha ha, that's a great joke. Wait, it was a joke, right? If it wasn't, I am so sorry for laughing at you. I'm so sorry if I hurt your feelings.
Don't worry, I've worked with many first time counselors. I'm just glad you didn't pass out my counseling people 2 summers ago when we first met. I'll let you be prepared for this week.
I think I've packed everything. I have my sunscreen, sunglasses, first aid kit, poncho, bug spray. I don't know if that's the right kind of bug spray, though. I packed a few change of clothes, but I don't know if it's enough. I can't remember if I packed my toothbrush. Oh no, what if I forgot something important? I'm not ready to be a counselor yet. What do you think, Lou?
Well,
I guess you wouldn't really know, would you? We just met, and I may be the...
Not to worry, Counselor Sam. It seems you packed plenty of supplies. The one question I always ask new counselors is, have you read the camp guidebook?
Camp guidebook? I have it right here. I started to read it, but haven't made it all the way through yet. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a little nervited. Yes, I'm nervous and excited. Can you tell? I'm afraid that I won't do a good job.
Counselor Sam, open your guidebook to page 1 and tell me what you see.
It lists Camp Firelights camp call-out. What's a camp call-out?
Camp call-out is our theme or focus for Camp Firelight. What does it say in the book?
Whenever I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalms 56, verse 3.
That's right. Let's all say it again together. Whenever I'm afraid, I put my trust in you. Psalm 56, verse 3.
But being a camp counselor seems like such a big thing. I'm not sure I'll be able to do it.
To bring our fears to God, and trust in God,
Trust God to go with us.
Mickey's pushing him in.
Chapter 1 in your guide book. What's the title of the chapter?
Trust God to go with us.
What is the reference story for that chapter?
It looks like a story found in Genesis 28:10 through 22.
All right, everybody, listen. Almost finished.
The very first book of the Bible, Genesis, tells us the story of God's people. Through God's perfect creation and God's promises to humanity through the family of a man named Abram. Abram had a son who then had two sons of his own. One of those sons was named Jacob, and he was very sneezy. He was very sneaky, you see. Even though they were twins, Jacob was born second, and that meant that his brother would get a bird bite and a missing. That's weird. Laura. That's weird. I meant to say his brother would be birthright and a blessing, which was a special right and privilege given to the oldest son in the family.
Laura, y'all come down.
That didn't stop Jacob, however. He tricked his twin brother, Esau, out of his birthright inheritance and tricked their father, Isaac, into giving him a special blessing instead of his brother. When Esau realized he had been tricked, he was very angry. He was so angry, in fact, that Jacob swam away from home. Wait, that doesn't sound right. He ran away from home. Jacob quickly left his home and made his way from Beersheba to Haran. This journey was about 500 miles and would take him many, many days to complete. While Jacob was on his way, Jacob stopped to rest for the night. Since he forgot to pack his travel pillow, he found the nearest rock to lay his head on. Jacob didn't need to be rocked. He slept that night. He was a tired guy who quickly fell into a deep sleep and began to dream. Have you ever had a dream that seemed so colorful and so realistic that when you woke up, it felt like it really happened? Well, that is exactly what happened to Jacob. That night, Jacob dreamed about stairs. That's right, he dreamed about stairs. These weren't small stairs, though. No, these were huge stairs. Imagine a huge ladder bigger than you've ever seen, reaching from the ground all the way up to heaven. It was a stairway to heaven. On the ladder, Jacob saw God's angels going up and down from the earth to heaven. Suddenly he saw God standing on the ladder. God spoke to Jacob and said, "Hello, Jacob. I am the Lord, the God of your grandfather and the God of your father. I will give you and your family the land in the place where you are lying down." God went on to say that Jacob's children and their children would be dusty. Oops, God actually said they would be the dust of the earth, spreading out everywhere. God promised to be with Jacob and his family and to never leave them. When Jacob awoke, he realized that God had been in that place with him, even though he didn't realize it at first. "This place is awesome," he said. So Jacob took his special sleeping stone and changed it from a pillow to a pillar. He poured some oil on it and named the place Bethel, or God's house. Then Jacob made a promise to God, stating if God protected him and gave him food and clothing and a safe return home, then the Lord would not just be his father's and grandfather's God, but the Lord would be his God too. You see, Jacob trusted God to go with him on the journey, and God was faithful to him. I know it may be hard to believe, but that's just how it happened in the Bible. Wow, Jacob went on a very long journey, and he trusted God to go with him.
That's right. And God will be with you and these campers this week on your journey at Camp Firelight, just like our Firelight Focus says.
What's a firelight focus?
It's the main lesson that we learned from our Bible story. It should be listed in your guidebook.
Here it is. The firelight focus for today is trust God to go with us.
Let's have the campers say that with us.
Trust God to go with us.
Great job, everyone.
Okay, now what do we do?
Well, you will prepare for your activities while we send these campers to their counselors to learn more about Jacob's journey. Let's be back here to share what we've learned. Campers, to your counselor.
Bye, Lou. Bye.
Thank you so much. And I hope
I will.
please turn on the lights, please. You turn on the lights, please.
Come on, baby.
Turn on the lights, please.
Come on, sit down right here.
Thank you. Well, did everybody like meeting Lou? How about Counselor Sam? Did y'all think Counselor Sam did a good job? And she's very new at this. And she was so nervous, but she did a great job, didn't she? Let's give a big round of applause for Camp Counselor Sam. And for Christopher. All right, Christopher, come on out, please. All right, everybody, so as y'all know, every year, at the closing of the last day, what happens? It's time to get your certificate. Right? Is everybody ready? Who made it here every night this week? Has anybody? Kaylee, Riley, Michaela, Lily, Christopher, Laura, Zay, Chance, Braylon, and JoJo. That is great. Let's give them a round of applause. That was a lot. I know it's been hard. Who only missed one night? Who only missed one night? Ava and Mia. They only missed one night. They were so tired and they had been sick. Mia had an ear infection. Who's this first night? I think this is Ryan's first night here, isn't it? Ryan, are you having fun? Yeah. All right. Okay, well, we're going to get some music going. And when I call your name, come up. We're going to give you your certificate for VBS, being here and then don't go back and sit down. I want you to sit right here, okay? All right, Miss Lisa. Emma.
My mind's made up, I'm not looking back. My heart is sure, I'm not looking back.
All right, Kaylee.
Woo!
All right, sit right here, Kaylee. Zay. Come on, Zay. Come on, buddy. back to Crockett. That is yours. That's yours. I'm very proud of each and every one of you. Thank y'all for being here every night. Thank you for remembering about your lessons. We didn't have any casualties or injuries or anything, and they paid attention. They've done really good. It's been long. It's been long for yours, I know, all of us. And I know they go to bed early, but they've had a great time. Have y'all had a great time this week? Woo! Okay, I'm so proud of y'all. We are almost finished, but guess what? It just wouldn't be right for us not to recognize our volunteers, would it? That just would not be right, would it? I'm going to do it. Miss Lisa's going to play the music for us, and I'm going to do it. And guess what? They got to take their bow when they get up here, too. I do want to say something right off the bat here. Each and every one of y'all are very special to the pastor and me and to your entire church. And we love y'all. And Miss Jeannie and Miss Emma both hate to be in the spotlight. They hate it. They'll do any work we ask them to do, but they do not want to be mentioned. So tonight they're going to be first. So Miss Jeannie and Miss Emma, come on up.
Take your bow, take your bow.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you play some music for us, please?
Waiting for it to start.
That's fine.
I'm gonna walk the road.
All right, next up we have from a long, long, long way away who comes to everything from North Carolina, and they are wonderful t-shirts for us, and a special track for tonight. And it's anything that we ask her to do, she's always here. And y'all know her as Miss Brandy, our reflection teacher. Come on up, Miss Brandy.
No matter where you may lead me, I will trust and I'll follow you.
Very nice.
I'm gonna walk.
All right, next up we have Miss Chelsea Blackman. Come on up, Chelsea.
I'm gonna dance, dance, dance like nobody.
Chelsea's new this year, and she just jumped right in here and helped us in every area we needed help in. Thank you, Chelsea.
And I swear I'm going.
Next we have Mr. Christopher Luito. He's our big teenage boy here.
I will trust and I'll follow.
All right, and then next we have Miss Crystal Blackman. Come on up. And Crystal's still smiling after day 5. We had a big thing about that on Monday. I said, okay, I'm taking your picture. You're smiling now, but I want to see you on Friday. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for all your help. All right, and next we have Mr. Dale, and he's not here. I think he's working. Next we have our science leader, Miss Denise. Come on up, Miss Denise. Thank you so much. Thank you. Denise also is so proud of each and every night this week. She studied for her science. She really did. Just jumped right in and got it. It's her first year at VBS. So let's give her another big round of applause. Next up we have Mr. Devin Reed. Will you please come up, sir? This is his first year at VBS as well, and he brought Riley and Michaela every night this week, and he stayed here. He was most nights one of the only men on the property, and he's, other than Christopher, and he stayed and protected us and guarded us from all harms outside these doors. Thank you, Devin. Next we have Miss Gracie Powell. Everybody give her a big hand. Thank you, Miss Gracie. Gracie's new this year, and she's also new to Beacon, and she just jumped right in and helped us. Thank you, Gracie. I appreciate you. We all do. All right. And next we have somebody very special that's here every VBS. And last year she had to work some. This year she's had to work every day, but today she's really had a lot on her plate this past week, past 2 weeks. With work and the little ones and helping Nana and Papa going back to work, and she's growing up. And she told me today she drove on I-85, and I was like, you are grown. You are grown. And I'm very proud of her. Holly, Come on up, Miss Holly Edwards. Thank you, Holly, and I love you. All righty. I'm making it through. I haven't cried all the way yet. Part of the way. Okay, and next we have somebody who tried to get out of her job this year. Oh! Somebody tried to get out of her job this year and ditch VBS to get a head start on her vacation, but God got a hold of her and He wouldn't let her go. And she's done all of our photography, all of our recording. She's helped in every area this entire week, and she's setting Emma up to do the recording for while she'll be out. And she's left everything for us and all the instructions. Miss Lisa Plyler, our sister, our friend, come on up. Thank you, and I appreciate it. Okay. Next, we have a new helper this year. This is her first year helping out in VBS, and she stayed, and I can't believe it. She stayed. Nobody died. She didn't die. She's helped everybody. I wonder who it is. It is Miss Martha Weaver. Let's give Miss Martha a big hand. Miss Martha comes right in ready to work. She doesn't care where it is or what she's doing. She always comes in ready to work, and she leaves working too. And the best thing about her, she prays. Thank you, sister. I love you, and I appreciate you very much. And we have another gentleman here. It's his first. He came, and we put him to work. He came to bring the children, but we made him work. So y'all all know that if you're at Beacon, you're working. Mr. Matthew Mahaffey, thank you very much. Thank you for helping us. I know this was supposed to be a time where you got to rest, but thank you for helping us. I got my rewards, buddy. Okay. And Roy's not here tonight, is she? Okay, you can take that to work. Teresa's not here. All right, and here's somebody that didn't think he was going to be getting one. Oh, wait a minute. How could I forget? Miss Tina Skito. Let's give her a big hand. This is Tina's second year working in VBS. I love you. I appreciate it. Her second year working in VBS, and not only in VBS, but she helps us with a lot of things. Anything, we don't even really have to ask her. She says, let me know what I need to do and what you need me to do, and she just jumps right into it. She's been here every night. She's had a lot going on this week as well, and we appreciate you, Miss Tina. All right. This is last, but you're definitely first. So Pastor Jimmy, who takes care of all of us. Come on up here, Pastor. You definitely deserve this in about $1 million, but that's all we got. VBS costs a lot of money. Happy Father's Day. So anyway, can somebody get a picture of all these people for me, please?
I can't, y'all. I got it, maybe.
Exactly.
Everybody squeeze in like we love each other.
We got to scoot over.
Y'all get a little close up.
Look right there at that camera. Hit the button, she ain't got
Got
the
me
one
button,
on.
I can't.
Must have done it with your nose.
Hold on, let's go in a little bit more. All right, and again, y'all. Oh, wait. Okay. There we go.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, let's get them all in there. Everybody sit down. Big round of applause.
And can we give a big round of applause to Miss Lisa for without her, we wouldn't be doing this.
Thank you, Brandy, for recognizing me and for appreciating me. It's good to be appreciated, isn't it, y'all?
Yes.
It's very good. Thank you, Brandy. I love you. All right, so this one's going to be hard for me. I'm probably going to cry. I'm going to turn around this way. Y'all, Miss Regina was going to help us this year. And she had already volunteered to be the Bible storyteller. And then she got the call to get her surgery done. We didn't want to delay that because she needed that while the kids were out of school and some downtime was going on. And she's always here, always here for everything, volunteering, doing everything. She's like the rest of y'all. She's no different. I don't usually have to ask her what I want her to do. She's already volunteering. And we just can't leave her out this year. Let's give a big round of applause for Miss Regina. I appreciate it. All right, well, guess what? That's wrapped it up upstairs for this year. Did y'all have a good time this year? I'm so glad. I thank you all parents and all you volunteers, everybody from, who's the youngest? From Ryan to who's the oldest? Probably me. So, Martha, Miss Martha. Okay, I thank each and every one of you. God has surely rewarded all of us already. We don't need another thing from Him. He's done it all for us, and He's done it for our church. First year we had VBS, we had it 3 days. We might go back. We had it 3 days, and we didn't have what? 8? We had a very small amount. We upped it up last year. We had a lot more people. This year we had a lot more people. Every year God gives the increase for everything, and we're going to thank Him for that. So I just want to thank the Lord for what He has done, not only in my personal life, in my home life, in my marriage, but for my family here, and in Beacon Baptist life, because we are a light set on the hill, and we do trust in God, and we're going to reach everybody that we can for Jesus, and that means all of you little ones too. So I thank you, everybody, and tonight we're going to do a little bit different. We do not have a science lab tonight, and everybody, we're not going to have different age groups. We're going to do it as one whole group, one whole family tonight. We're going to go down and we're going to do crafts. I need all adults to please get with the child that needs help to help them do the crafts. We're going to do crafts, and after crafts, Miss Brandy's going to do her reflection time. That's for everybody. And after reflection time, we have a surprise for y'all for snacks tonight. Miss Jeannie has made one. Who thinks Miss Jeannie makes the best snacks in the world? Woo-hoo! Yeah, me too. She has another good snack for us tonight. The cupcakes were out of this world delicious. Thank you, Miss Jeannie. Everybody wants those for their... Who asked me last night? Mia. Yeah, Mia wants some for her birthday, please. Yeah, I said Miss Jeannie made those. She said she did. Yep. So anyway, thank you, Miss Jeannie, for that. Miss Jeannie brought snacks again tonight, but we have some other special treats for y'all. And do not forget to get your craft bags, okay? Y'all take your craft bags home tonight. It's got all your crafts in it from all week long, okay? All right, so we're all going to go down there as a group, as a big church family, and we're going to get to the tables to do our crafts, okay? All right, let's go.